On August 27th, the Food and Drug Administration approved updated COVID vaccines for the fall 2025 season, but their approval is being called the most restrictive since COVID vaccines first became available. The FDA essentially limited who could get a COVID vaccine to those ages 65 and older. They therefore restricted access to the vaccine for the millions of Americans under age 65 who still may want to get a vaccine this fall, but may find that they no longer qualify. The CDC's advisory panel still has to vote to recommend the vaccines, and that could be another hurdle in the process. Now, the FDA's approval came by category of age. They say if you are over age 65, you are eligible to get the COVID vaccine. They identify these folks as those known to be more vulnerable to severe illness from COVID. If you are under age 65, you are only eligible if you have at least one underlying medical condition that puts you at risk for severe disease. And if you are a child under the age of 18, you still could get the vaccine, but you would need to consult a medical professional first. The FDA's new limited approval covers both the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines. The Moderna vaccine is for those ages 6 months old and older and have a medical condition, and then again, all people over age 65. The Pfizer vaccine for the same groups, ages 5 and older. These are the mRNA vaccines, and they are updated to handle the most recent variant of COVID. The FDA also approved that Novavax vaccine, that's the protein-based vaccine. They did not approve the Pfizer shot that was designed for children under age 5, and that's simply because they no longer extended that emergency use authorization. Now, mRNA vaccines are in the news separately. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Kennedy said he is against certain vaccines, especially those that use the mRNA technology, and he recently canceled about $500 million in grants to study flu, including bird flu, and COVID vaccines, and some cancer vaccine developments that use mRNA technology. A decision, like we said, from the CDC is expected in the weeks ahead. That panel's membership has changed and their leadership is currently in flux. Health and Human Services Secretary Kennedy unseated existing members of the advisory committee, shrunk the panel size, and added some vaccine opponents to the committee. If that panel does not recommend the vaccine, that could impact access to shots at common locations such as pharmacies. And some states actually have laws on the books that say if it's not recommended by the CDC, their pharmacies can't administer the shot. The CDC's own data shows that cases of COVID are increasing in recent weeks, especially among children. Children make up the group with the highest rates of COVID in the ER, and the data shows 3.5% of those from ages birth to 11 are testing positive in recent weeks, 10 times the rate of the month of May. You can read more on the FDA's recommendations. We link to resources in the description below.